Welcome to the Friends and Rivals podcast.
Eddie, your dick is always number one to me.
Let's talk Devils and Islanders, let's talk Penguins and Rangers, but let's not talk about Flyers, cause they're a bunch of fucks, which no one can deny.
Don't try it till you've had it. This is episode 74 of Friends and Rivals podcast. I am one of your hosts, Tom Harkness. Joining me each week are
Airbnb host Stephen Wojtowicz.
Bill Fougere.
Coming at you live, Nick Larita.
I am wrecked right now. I am past the point of exhaustion. I got up at 3:30 this morning after going to bed at 1 o'clock because I couldn't fall asleep last night because I was so pumped that the Rangers beat the Hurricanes in Game 7 of the quarterfinals last night and now are in the Eastern Conference Finals, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo! Jacked up, baby! Woo!
It's pretty good. It's surprising. Not gonna lie, I'm shocked that they made this far.
Billy's not, apparently.
They look good though. They look good last night.
Well, yeah, it's those games where they don't show up and lose 3-1. That's the game they can't have. That's the kind of games they cannot have versus Tampa.
No, that's over. They can't go down two games and then get another series and expect to make it through the next one. They better be in it from the start.
No, absolutely not. So I am a little hoarse. I flew up this morning for.
Is your name Sebastian?
Is my name Sebastian?
No.
Little Sebastian?
No. Anyone?
Little Sebastian. Little Sebastian.
I don't get it, but I'm assuming that's because that was a little horse's name or something like that. But I don't know.
Nick got it. That's all that matters.
A little horse on what?
Parks and Rec.
Oh,
You ruined it. Should have told him.
rat farts. Rat farts. So I am currently in New Jersey. Tomorrow is one of my favorite days of the year is the Sean O'Hara charity golf outing at Trump National in Bedminster, New Jersey. So Stephen and I will be doing that. Billy, with his jury duty, is not going to be able to join us this year. And Nick is, Nick's in North Carolina. So it's very
Never
difficult for him to.
They're like, you can't bring him.
But blow it off and come with me to jury duty. I can get you guys.
Let me show jury.
Sweet.
Let's do it.
Well, look, Nick, next year you have an open invite.
Okay. Let's
You
do
want to
it.
come up and help volunteer toward the giving your time to raise money for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, for the Sean O'Hara Foundation? You are more than welcome.
If I could do it with you guys, it'd be fun. I would do it. It's fun.
Yeah. You do it with us.
It is a good
It'd be a
time.
reason to hang out, not so much to, play golf or anything else. We mostly be there.
No playing.
We
No
don't
playing. Just
play
helping.
golf. We don't play
Oh,
golf.
we help this out.
No.
Oh,
No playing. Just
What about driving,
Helping.
racing the carts against the
yes.
players?
That's
Yeah.
that's
Quad.
an absolute.
Okay.
Billy and I
That's a prerequisite.
Justin Tuck's ass one year in a golf cart race. And it was Billy and I. Think of all that weight in that golf cart against Justin Tuck.
And Justin Tuck pointed that out, by the way, too. You didn't have to just. Justin Tuck literally in the middle of our kart race is like, "How are you guys going so fast with that fat fuck?" Thank
I
you.
wouldn't
And
believe
Billy
it.
too.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see the video.
Exactly.
That
But
was fantastic.
so I got to pick up a famous football player at the airport this evening. That's why I'm a little late recording tonight. But there was a payoff at the end of this.
Mm.
Ooh, inquiring
I'll
minds
say.
want to know.
Oh, I got treated to a full cheese pie from Delucia's Pizza, which Dave Portnoy gave a 9.4. So
Delucia's.
big shout out
Wow.
to Delucia's on First Avenue in Raritan, New Jersey, for their hospitality, their generosity, and their delicious 10.0 pizza.
No joke
Ooh.
about it. It was very, very good, and it was like I didn't even get it warm. It was room temperature by the time I had it, but it was still delicious.
How did you get to there? Was that like part of the deal, or that was just like, hey, I'm dropping you off
Well,
then
yeah,
going there.
the guy I picked up, the famous football player, was from Hillsborough. They know the son. I got to meet the son. I got to talk to them. I was in where the ovens are. It was a huge treat, and it all
Wow.
could not have happened without the assistance of Jim Rue, who was probably one of the most caring people that I know. So big shout out to Jim. Thanks a lot, pal. Appreciate you.
We don't get a name drop. We don't get to know who the football player was.
You really want to know?
Oh
We'll
my
take a
God!
guess.
Our all of our audience is going bananas.
That's all right. Yeah, listen. Everybody in Saudi Arabia is going nuts right now.
You have fives of people on the edge of their seat.
All right. So listen, he's from Hillsborough, New Jersey. So there's only a handful of professional football players that came out of Hillsborough, New Jersey. That's a clue. Take a guess,
Okay.
Billy.
Famous football player has been O.J. Simpson.
He went to Wake Forest. He played his college ball at Wake Forest.
OJ Simpson. What?
Uh,
OJ didn't come from Hillsborough. And OJ Anderson comes to the outing, not OJ Simpson.
Joe Montana.
Oh my God.
So
So
Joe
he-
Montana. So
give it
wait,
back
is
now.
this trivia?
Now he's giving it back. He's giving it back to us. This is what we do to him. What we do to him.
Fuck it, you better just give him the answer.
Bart Scott.
No, it was.
Can't wait.
It's my favorite gift. It was Ricky Prohl,
Super Bowl champion,
Super Bowl champion.
Ricky Prohl.
Sorry. Yes.
Gotcha.
Nice.
So between waking up at 3:30 this morning and traveling and going to the airport twice and working, and I'm pretty freaking exhausted. So whatever comes out of my mouth, I'm probably not going to remember tomorrow.
Good deal.
All right, let's start out by taking a ride on the Metro. Sponsored by Nestle Quick. Hello, boys and girls. Do you hate the taste of regular milk and need energy? Try Nestle Quick. One sip and you can feel the energy in your muscles. Nestle Quick, now available in chocolate and strawberry.
They say the real men drink pink. Then I'm a real man for sure. But if you like the brown, I still love you for who you are. Because it's time for acceptance of everyone, all preference. We're all quick on the inside anyway. Nestle Quick, it does the trick.
So let's start with the only
Oh,
hockey
God.
team that we all care about now, and that is your New York Rangers.
No, your New York Rangers, not mine.
It's our New
No,
York Rangers
sir.
now.
Nope.
You have all
Nope.
adopted Billy's favorite players, Jacob Trouba. I mean, we all are getting along now. Finally, we can all root for the same team.
Guys,
Except
I'm
for-
sorry.
Yes, we can. The Tampa Bay Lightning.
Oh, that's-
Sorry, this is what you guys went through last year with me. I'm sorry. You know, I put you through because now
Fucking
it's
sucks, right?
the opposite side. It really blows.
Well, listen, remember, I distinctly remember telling you, Nick, how awful it was to listen week in and week out about the Islanders winning. And I wanted nothing but pain for their fans.
And now
Of
that he
course.
knows, and now that he's on the other side and he knows how it feels to have the team that's not in the playoffs, he doesn't give a fuck. He's still gonna rub it in your face.
But hey, listen, it's great to have a team still in the playoffs in the final four of the NHL this year. But we didn't get there very easy. What?
Do we have to pay if you say Final Four?
It's not like I said Super.
No, you
Oh,
can't
damn
say
it.
that.
Oh shit. I
Oh.
can't say so sorry.
No, you just
What the fuck is wrong with me? Well, we said Super Bowl champion Ricky Prohl before.
No, but you can say it if you're
Fuck
talking
now.
about a person.
Really?
Yes.
So we can say Super Bowl champion OJ Anderson, but we can't just say.
No. Stop saying it.
I mean, I don't get it. I really don't. It makes no sense. They're just words. All right, so
Shots,
last we left
words.
you, the Rangers and the Hurricanes were tied at 2. And then game 5 happened down in Raleigh. Well, I really don't want to talk about game 5 because the Rangers did not even show up to that game. Mika Zibanejad scored a power play goal. That was the Rangers offense. That was the Rangers time in the zone. And that was what, in the first period? So it was a pretty awful game that the Rangers just didn't show up on.
Coming off of game 4, that was a shock, right? That stinker in game 5 was a shock, no?
Yes, because I literally thought they would have gone down to game 5 and played their best road game of the playoffs.
Of the
playoffs.
I was
Bring it back
surprised.
to the Garden and win. That's all everybody was thinking about. And to come out and let up a stinker like that was really quite shocking. So then you got game 5 or game 6 rather back in the Garden. And the Rangers really get on the Hurricanes early and often. Tyler Mott scored what was probably a Ronta goal that he should not have given up. And then Mika Zibanejad scores on the power play. End of the first period, Rangers are up 2-0. And you can, to me, there was a sense to me that I can see that Ronta was giving up rebounds, didn't really look comfortable in net, and there was something going on with Ronta that I don't know. Was he hurt? Was it fatigue? What was it? I don't know. He just had that look like he just wasn't really in the game. And he was giving up a lot of rebounds. And Filipino early in the second period came down on a 2-on-1 with Alexei Lafreniere. And he missed the one-timer just wide. And later in that same exact shift, came down on 2-0 again and rifled one home past Ronta, and Ronta got the hook after that. It was 3-0 Rangers, and really they didn't look back after that. And Igor Shesterkin was really, really great. He's been great throughout this entire series. He wasn't that great in the Pittsburgh series. Say what you want, especially in those first 4 games. But since game 4, after he got pulled, I guess it would be since game 5, right? He's had pretty Igor Shesterkin-like stats that he did produce in the regular season. And game 7 last night, I didn't really know what to expect. All I knew was that there was obvious things. Rangers had to break through and win one on the road in order to advance. And that's exactly what they did last night. They got to Ronta early and often, and then Ronta looked like his leg almost fell off. He tried to stretch out and get in the way of a Zibanejad shot where Mika really didn't get the shot off, and it seemed like there was a lot of effort for not. But Chris Kreider, there was a couple of stats that are being floated around about Chris Kreider in elimination games and how many goals he has scored in the history of the NHL. He is number 2 in the NHL with goals scored in elimination games. I believe he has 15, and the NHL leader is Mark Messier with 17. Not only that, in Rangers history, Chris Kreider is number 2 on the list behind Raj Gilbert with 32 goals. I think Raj Gilbert has 35, somewhere in there. But Chris Kreider is really becoming a playoff machine for the New York Rangers. And, I say that kind of tongue in cheek because he really didn't do anything in the series until game 7. But the 2 goals he scored in game 7 were huge goals. The power play goal on the shot pass, from Zibanejad, and then later on that breakaway where he just burnt Slavin. It was a sight to behold. The Rangers really never looked back, and anytime Carolina got a little bit of momentum, Rangers came back and took the momentum away. And all that leads to Carolina's first home loss, the Rangers' first road win in the series, and the Rangers now advance to Tampa.
Yeah.
Which now they will finally see probably a number 1 goaltender for the entire series.
Until somebody fucking runs him over.
Yeah, knock on wood.
Yeah.
Till Jacob Trouba gets involved.
Well, listen, Jacob Trouba, I don't think is the type of person that's going to knock over a goalie, run over a goalie. That's Chris Kreider's.
No, yeah. Okay.
That was a turning point in the game for sure. With Jarvis going down on that hit, even if regardless if it was clear or not, him being out and then getting on the same play, having a penalty called against the Canes. That power play, that shot with that deflection was fantastic, and that was the
100% turning point in the game.
Took-
But it
took
was
the crowd
so
out.
big that it was a turning point in the game. ESPN didn't show the replay for 6 minutes.
I had to get it from you
For
guys.
6 minutes.
I was
They didn't
up to
even
my
acknowledge that anything had happened.
No.
They didn't even acknowledge. They said they literally said on the broadcast that he lost his escape lane, and that's why he was crawling back to the bench.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It was-
Unfucking
It
real.
was
I don't know what
it
game
was
they were watching.
under distress. That's what he said. I was like, that's it. I go on Twitter and look on the feed to figure out what happened because we couldn't even see a replay.
Right. Well, they did show a little bit of a replay, but it was kind of in the background where you see the hit from Trouba and when Jarvis went down. But it's not just, and we haven't really talked about this a lot, right, in the playoffs, how maybe we've said it a little bit, but how bad, to me, ESPN has been in the playoffs, trying to force different camera angles on you, not switching between cameras. I mean, the camera work itself leaves a lot to be desired. Sean McDonough is a really good golf announcer. Really, really good golf announcer. I really like him when he does golf. I don't know how much he's a hockey guy because he says the same things over and over again at nauseam. And Ray Ferraro, man, did he have $10,000 on the Canes in the series? Because anytime something good happened for the Rangers, he blew it off and talked about Carolina. And every time the Rangers did something bad and Carolina did something good, he was so happy and chipper. So I don't know if he bet on Carolina because I know he picked them in 6, and that wasn't happening.
No, but I think they definitely talked a lot about the Rangers. I thought Ferraro did. I think I don't think he's a very good, play-by-play guy.
Maybe
by
in
any
game
means.
7, when it was basically fucking over. But the first 6 games of that series, it was all about the Hurricanes, all about the Canes.
Hmm.
And even in the first round, it was still McDonough and Ferraro. I mean, they talked about the Penguins so much, and they don't even give credit to the Rangers. And you know what? Maybe I'm kind of happy with that. Maybe I don't want them to give.
You want to be able to prove them wrong.
Yeah, the entire fight. You know what? I said this. I don't know if I said it on the air. Rangers were 3-0 against Tampa this year, and it really, to me, against and we did that breakdown, right? I did the breakdown for Rangers versus the Atlantic versus the Metro versus blah blah blah. Yeah. Their record against Atlantic Division teams this year was staggeringly good. It was something to the effect of 12-2 or something like that, and they were 3-0 against Tampa this year, and they really beat them bad in New York. They beat them bad in Tampa, and that last game in Tampa was the Zibanejad goal with like 8 seconds left to go in the game. So they've been really good games. I'm very, very excited for this series because I think the Rangers can beat Tampa, and not just because Braden Point is out. That's going to add to it. But I think the Rangers are going to win in 6.
It could.
Tampa's going to be a really, really difficult out because they know how to win. They know how to block shots. They know how to do those things to win, especially this late in the playoffs. The Rangers need to learn how to do that, and I think they can. I think they could beat Tampa.
I think they got to stay away from letting Tampa do what they did to Carolina in the last game, which was get an early lead and then completely shut them out from having any offense.
Choke them out.
Yes,
in their own
like
zone.
in Florida, right?
Every shot was from the outside. They had nobody in front. It was really it was not good looking for the offense from Carolina. And even when they did finally break through, it was like their Rangers were able to capitalize on quick plays, score. They look great. It's going to be a tough series. I mean, it's good that they did have win 3 times this year against them. It's hard to say if that's going to matter too much with a team that's been here in the playoffs deep, and they're really experienced. I mean, point being out, big problem for them, but they've won without him. So I think it'll be a tight series. I think it's going to go either way. I think every time, like these two teams are going to be very good because of Igor. He's starting to get on the underrated scale of.
He's getting on the Vasilevsky
He's
scale.
getting up there. He's getting on Vasilevsky scale.
Nick's scale is so fucking backwards. It's beautiful.
He was the reason the Rangers got out of that period up to nothing. And if it wasn't for, I mean, 2 saves were one of the things that ESPN was like, oh, hit the post in this one shot, and it looked like I was pretty sure Igor made a save. And then the second one, he had a toe save that was outstanding on the 2-on-1.
It was 2-0 at that point, and it was right after the Kreider power play goal.
Yeah.
They came down and Aho across to Nietzsche's, and Igor got it with his leg, kicking it out. And that was that. If it wasn't for Trouba's hit on Jarvis, that probably could have been a turning point, because that stuffed momentum. And if you got a goalie who can stuff momentum like that,
it's a game changer.
It really is. I mean, look at Tampa. How many times has Vasilevsky done that in the past 3-4 years?
Yeah, and Igor's had zero. I mean, he just very solid. He does not look like he gets rattled at all. No pressures bothering him. He just played fucking great. So he's gonna.
I can't figure out why he looks so shaky against Pittsburgh in those first 4 games of the playoffs. Was it game 1 where it went to 3 overtimes that really kind of wore him down a little bit, and he needed a week to get back?
Certainly is understandable if that's the case.
Yeah.
But was it just that, or was it just, okay, this is a whole new experience and I need to learn how to adjust myself?
Why is it got to be one or the other? Why can't it be both too?
Would you rather him have this in his first few games, or the last 4 games, right?
Nope.
I mean,
no question about it.
He's built that momentum up. He's doing fine. I don't think it's gonna be a problem. And then I think they actually benefit from the no rest part, because the rhythm is there. They're gonna be ready to go.
Roll right into it.
Yeah. For the goalie, I think that's gonna make a big difference. I mean, the time off helps, but I get a feeling like he probably wants to keep playing and just keep going.
Oh, okay. So game 1 is tomorrow night. Who's got the advantage? The Rangers, who are just coming off of emotional game series win where they played 2 nights prior, or is it the team that's been resting for 9 straight days?
And they're home, right? They're in New York.
Rangers have home ice advantage.
I always give it to the team that played more recently. I would say I've seen the Devils, in the late 90s sweep teams in the first round, and then in the second round just come out so flat.
Right. Yeah.
So,
but that might only last a period though, or which might be enough to win game 1.
Yeah, I mean, with those 2 goalies, I think all you're gonna have to do is win a period.
I do think, like you're that team that won like the game 7 more recently. You had that intensity, you had that juice going, and you could definitely take that momentum in.
And it wasn't a strenuous game, right?
No, Carolina doesn't make anything strenuous.
So,
but
it's not like they were taxed.
Long haul though. Yeah, long haul though. I do think that is still a Tampa advantage going into the series, because they got to rest to heal. I mean, the Rangers just 2 straight 7-game series, and you jump right into the next.
Yeah.
It's going to start to wear. It will start to wear on them.
Yeah, well, look, they're doing things right. They're not having morning skates as often. They're not everything's optional with practices now. So they're doing what they can to give the team as much rest as they possibly can. And they're going to have to do that. I mean, this is good at this time of the year.
I made $14.55 off the last series. I'm going to put it all on.
Let him ride.
The Rangers.
Oh.
Is that technically a parlay, or is it, or are you just taking their winnings?
I got criticized once for explaining betting on this very podcast, and now you're asking me if that's a parlay.
That's a term that I don't really know. No, but we were talking about setting a line. I mean, any fucking idiot knows how the line.
Well, parlay is every leg of the bet that you make has to hit, and it's all got to be at the same time. So if I said for tomorrow's game, Rangers win, Panarin scores, and Shesterkin gets a shutout. That's a parlay. Each of the three have to hit, and then because all three hit, the odds are increased exponentially, and I win more money.
It's like a trifecta.
Brought to you by DraftKings.
So listen, very, very exciting. I will be in New Jersey for games 1 and 2, and then back home for the remainder of the series and the playoffs. So let's go.
I'm excited for you. I felt all along, and this is going to sound stupid because I never said it before, but much like the Mets season is going this year, where everything is just falling in the right place and they're having these big comeback wins and guys are stepping up. I felt the Rangers season this whole year has been exactly like that. You know, when it wasn't Kreider or Panarin, it was a Goudreau or, you know, there's always, or Fox, you know, Fox had another incredible year. So I definitely had a feeling they would at least get this far as they've gotten.
It's 3 guys on the Rangers right now that are in the talks for Conn Smythe. They haven't obviously they haven't won it yet, but Zibanejad, Fox, Igor, those 3 guys.
But did
have produced the
Zibanejad
most in the playoffs?
Did the first 5 games of the Penguins series, wasn't he like invisible?
Invisible, right? But
so shouldn't that go against his candidacy?
Sure. Okay, but he's still in the conversation for what he has done.
Fuck that. Disagree.
We can agree.
Bit premature to start speculating.
No, I know. I agree. But those are the 3 guys on the Rangers that are in the conversation for that right now. And just like you know, Kucherov and
everybody's got
Vasilevsky.
Each of those teams should have 3 players.
I think each team has. Well, I don't know. Does Tampa have 3 players?
Sure. Why not Kucherov, Stamkos, and Vasilevsky?
Okay.
Maybe even a Hedman.
Nick
Or
Paul.
Ross Colton.
Nick Paul.
Nick Paul. Good one.
You know?
Yeah. But, you know, series to series, you know, some of these games come down to it's not going to come down to Panarin or Stamkos or Kucherov or Shesterkin. Some of these games come down to a Nick Paul. Some of these games come down to a Philip Hedl. Some, you know, and if they step up and do it twice, then you start talking about these guys. Hey, Conn Smythe, you know, like it's those guys get into the conversation when they pull a rabbit out of their hat a couple of times, right, that you don't see coming.
Did Billy say a mouthful? Lord help me, playoff Philip Hedl. He is the secondary monster on the Rangers. He had a tremendous series.
Can we move on now?
What's that?
Can we move on now?
No way. We're not even close to being done.
No.
We haven't even started the fucking highlights.
No. I don't think I'll do that.
Oh fuck you! So when it's the fucking Penguins and you get to rub that shit in my face, we're going over every fucking second in the broadcast.
We heard the Korean broadcast of the game.
You wouldn't let me play the Korean broadcast.
The Spanish announcers table. We had to hear fucking all of it. Oh, but no. How would we do that?
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about other teams in the Metro. Anybody got any news from their team?
Yeah, jack shit.
Right. We did your coach last week.
There are rumors that the Brat deal is done and they're just waiting to announce it.
But it was from a guy on Twitter called the Brat Pack.
I'm just saying. There are rumors that it's done.
You watch next week, it's going to be announced.
And it's at a favorable amount. And when it happens, you're going to eat your words, sir.
So they're doing that tactic, that Lou Lamoriello thing, where like all the deals are done, but like nothing's announced.
Right. They're not going to announce it until September.
Yeah. That's the
interesting.
best.
Other than that, you know, the coach search, I don't even think it's started, or like the bench coach. I don't even think that search has started yet. I think they're still in the scouting phase for the second pick at this point.
Why did you call it a bench coach?
Bench coach, because that's what they are. They're bench coaches, basically. No.
Well, you got defensive coach, and then you got
where do they stand, Nick?
Well, they're assistant coaches.
The bench coach?
as opposed to the goalies coach that stays up in the box? Doesn't he sit up high?
Isn't he the head coach?
No, Lindy Ruff is the head coach.
What's the bench coach? Just guys that tell people what the assistant coach mean? I don't understand what the bench coach means. That doesn't make no
Assistant
sense.
coach, sure.
All right. That's better. All right. Use real terminology. Don't make shit
Okay,
up.
you got it.
The red light coach, he's the goalie guy. He makes sure the goal goes off. Is there a puck coach too that warms the pucks with a puck warmer? And he
Well, they
holds the
wanna-
bag like this.
They really
You
want to
freeze the pucks.
Yeah, they want to cool the pucks down.
Who
there.
warms a puck?
Ice on ice works better.
They got a bagel coach. Is he a pumpernickel specialist?
Oh, goddamn. I'm starving. Anybody got any
Find out
bagels?
soon.
Is there an Uber coach? I mean, Tom's really good. at
What's the
driving other
next
people.
segment? Can we move on? What's next?
Well, like I wanted to.
Talk about the Rangers some more. We know.
I
Moving
guess we're
on.
not moving on.
Do you want to talk about how
No.
Calgary got hosed?
Who?
Who?
How Calgary got
Calgary.
hosed with that goal? And what's a kicking motion?
There's,
Not a
I
kicking
mean, this goes back to, it's just, we haven't talked about per se kicking a puck into the net, but it just goes back to the same shit. Like,
But he didn't.
there
kick the
is
puck.
no fucking consistency. There's no consistency at all in how they call these things. Like, he didn't, I've seen guys, position their foot and push the puck into the net with their foot, but they won't call it a kick because his foot didn't come off the ground. And there was like no like kick follow through. They clearly kick the puck in. They take the goal, they allow those goals. And then this thing is, Coleman's just sliding in. You might argue that he positioned his leg so that his foot maybe just as slightly to make sure that it did touch the puck. But he was
No.
just sliding in there.
Positioning.
That's not a kick.
If you say you're positioning your foot to direct the puck to go into the net, that is redirecting the puck to go into net. That's not kicking.
Yes, exactly.
Kicking.
Exactly. That there was not a kick on that play.
No, and it sucks because if he didn't touch it, momentum probably brings that puck into the net.
most likely, yeah.
And
And
I
it-
think it
it's
was
so-
I think it was Bill who said in the text message, at this point, let him fucking kick the puck in. Who gives a shit?
That was me.
Why does it matter?
I said that.
That was Nick.
Was
I
it?
said
Yeah,
that.
then great.
But I
Let
completely
him kick
agree.
the
Bill.
fucking puck in.
Who
What
cares?
does it matter?
Kick
Way
it
to
in.
go, Bill.
Slap it in. Slap it in with your fucking
Bill.
glove. I don't. Yeah,
I do it, Bill.
I don't care
It
how you
still
get it in.
takes skill.
Honestly,
There's still guys moving around on razor blades on ice. So if they can kick a puck in, that takes some skill.
Yeah. If the whole thing was you can't grab the puck and throw it in. That
And I
makes
think it
sense.
was Bill who moved to North Carolina and said,
The trip. I am exhausted with the triplets, and
sucks so bad. Sorry, man.
I'm in great shape though, man. I run all the
it
time.
was Bill who's running all these 5Ks and said, sorry, Nick.
It's okay. So yeah, they
I
should get rid
agree.
of that shit.
If they're
Get
letting
a fucking
people,
field goal. Who cares?
if they're letting people redirect pucks in the net with their skates,
Yeah.
why not at this point let them kick it, no matter how
Yeah.
how it goes in. Just
It
It's a
takes
rule.
skill. It still takes skill.
Now,
The
what
rules-
I did say, what I actually did say is that if they allowed that goal, Calgary was going to blow it in because I am not at all impressed. There's certain, you get to the playoffs every year and there's some teams that look like they're up and coming, and there's just teams, there's always this list of teams show their true colors and show you they're not playoff teams yet. They're not built for playoff success yet. And you got, obviously, the Penguins are there, obviously, but they're on the way down, not an up and comer. But, Carolina's another, showed nothing. Florida's another, showed nothing. Calgary really showed me nothing in that series against Edmonton. I'm just don't leave impressed with these teams.
what do you think Carolina has to do?
You toughen up.
They need
You gotta
grit.
play the-
Yeah, man. They got no.
I gotta tell you,
Nasty
we said it
teams are
last
left.
week.
you guys
There's
said
pointed
it
that
nasty
out
last
to
teams
me
left in
last
the
week,
playoffs.
and that's all I kept seeing was Kreider just going in the corner or behind the net with Aho draped on him, and Kreider was like, "I don't care, just fucking stay there if you want. I really don't care." And a lot of those guys, like you said, who are you afraid of?
I think it was me who
Nobody.
said that last week. Yeah.
Yes.
Who are you afraid of?
I think Nick said that.
Bill, you sure it wasn't you? You're getting credit for everything. All right, let's take a break from this hockey talk and go to our top 5 list.
Yay!
Today we are going to do top 5 toys.
All right, we can do this quick though, right? We're gonna do this quick.
Sure.
We're gonna do this quick.
Lickety
No
split.
honorable mentions. We're jumping right
What do you
in.
mean no honorable mentions?
No honorable mentions. We're jumping right in.
Now listen, these got to be toys that you owned.
Of course.
What you can't.
Toys you
Oh,
played
yeah,
with.
that
You
you-
got.
What if
got
you-
no.
What if you own part of them?
I know which
Okay.
one that is already.
I mean, listen, if you own 2 arms of
all right.
Voltron, that's
Okay.
fine. No problem.
Spoiler alert!
All right.
But if I never owned the GI Joe aircraft carrier, I can't have it on my list,
Yeah, all right, that's fair. That's fair.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good one.
All right.
All right, Nick, go ahead.
My number
All
5
right.
is Optimus Prime.
All right.
Ah, that's fine.
Ignore Steven. Honorable
Fine.
mention. Honorable mention.
I didn't do honorable mentions for this one.
Honorable mention. I did one. I don't know if you guys were so Kenner Toys. Kenner Toys. They had all those like. There's a huge company growing up, doing toys. They used to make these
Sure.
like die cast toys. Like sometimes this one line they had was called Megaforce. They were like futuristic, like military things. They all like open up and like more like planes and shit. It was like the coolest shit, and you could literally kill somebody with it because it was die cast. They were such cool toys. If you look them up, Megaforce, they were like, you might have seen them like, oh, I remember that shit. But they were awesome. They were just such well-made shit. You can't find things like that anymore. They were so cool.
Nick's is
Anybody
all
else-
about that.
You know what?
Nah.
I just thought of an honorable mention. I
No.
I got this Matchbox car when I was maybe 7 years old in my Christmas stocking, and it was a little red convertible. Fucking loved it, right? So I go to Christmas dinner at my aunt's house, at my Italian aunt's house, and we all sit down around the table, and my brother was teasing me and whatever, and my brother took the car and he was screwing around with it at the table, and he wouldn't give it back to me, and I was moping and I was pissed, and somebody asked me at the dinner table, what's wrong? And I just yell out, well, my son of a bitch brother won't give me my car back. And if I could tell you, I mean, people were passing like the gravy to each other. I mean, everything fucking stopped. Every conversation at an Italian household just stopped, and everybody just stared at me for like a 3 count. And then everybody just moved on like nothing happened. And it was only the car ride home when I heard that I should not say that. Yeah, it was
Did you get the car back?
honorable. Yes, honorable mention to that little red convertible. That was a good one.
That was a good honorable mention.
All right, so what? Steve had Optimus Prime. Nick had whatever those fucking die.
Well, no. Now,
the
Oh,
die
this
do
is
you have
honorable
honorable mentions?
No, I'm good.
All right. Number 5.
So Steve was number 5. Nick number 5. Go.
Micro Machines. Those little fucking cars, they were cool as shit. And they were really detailed back in the day. The new ones these days, like they came out of them again. They look like the shit you get out of those little like capsule machines, like the quarter.
Like a gumball
They're
machine.
terrible.
Yeah.
They look like shit. Like, anyway, those are awesome. I used to have this like cleanup thing. It was literally like a big monster truck, and you like go clean up the cars with them.
Oh
Well, you
yeah, I
could also-
remember that.
You could put there's like three little spots you put cars on, and then you pull it back in reverse and shoot them out and race them. It was the coolest fucking thing, and those things were good. They were awesome. Billy?
William?
What's our okay? I'm next. Okay, my number 5, and there's a theme in my 5 where 4 of them are just based on some sort of real life vehicle machine that I really fucking dig for whatever reason. So my number 5 is it's not a Flavor Sun chips. They're so good though. Wish I had some now. My number 5 is the Cobra Rattler. The airplane was a blue airplane based on the A-10 Warthog, which is a real military jet that was released in 1977 and is still in service today for close air combat. Such a cool fucking plane.
Well
Wow.
done. Bro. Well done. So my number 5, you remember so the Matchbox cars. And then you had that fold up like garage
Yeah.
that had the multi levels with and had the car wash in it. That thing was badass. My in-laws have my brother-in-laws and my kids play with it every time they go to Milltown to play with toys over there, and it brings up such great memories of me and my cousin. And
That thing's gone through 3 generations of my family, like me, and then my cousins who were younger, and then on to my brother's kids. Number 4 for me, original Nintendo Super Mario Brothers.
we go video games.
It's a toy. It's a game. It's a toy. What's the
I mean,
difference?
okay, so they're top 5 video
That's
games,
fair.
but
All right.
okay.
Okay.
Something I played with
Alright.
as a kid. I'm calling it a fucking toy.
All
I
right.
played with my
Yeah.
dick
I'm with
too.
Steve.
Do you think
I'm with
that's on my
Steve.
list? I think our dicks are on number 1.
I don't think your
on
dick would
everybody's
be
list.
top 5 on anybody's list.
No, I'm talking our own list. Our own dicks would be
I don't.
number 1
Again,
on all of our
I
lists.
know the kids you hung out with. I think there were 5 better dicks than yours in that group. Because I
Are
know you guys all
kidding me?
played
My
with each
dick
other.
was better than Eddie's.
Good dicks.
Eddie's gonna kick your ass when he hears that.
Eddie, your dick is always number 1 to me, Eddie.
Fucking do it. Way to go, Bill. All right. Number 4. I wrote Transformers in general, but because I didn't really own an Optimus Prime, and I can't remember all the guys I had because they were not like I didn't have like I don't remember which ones they were. They like I had a green truck. I was like my first Transformer, and I had like different sets and shit. Like they had those guys that combine in to make a bigger guy, but I don't really remember the names of them all. So
So
I would say
green truck
Transformers.
Transformer.
Green truck
Yeah,
transformer.
yeah.
There you go.
I'll look it up. And what he looks like. What his name? Green truck Transformer.
More
Let's
than
see, it
meets
actually
the
comes
eye.
up.
Bill,
Oh, I found
go.
it.
Oh,
While we're waiting.
I thought we were letting him
Hoist.
look up
His
his
name
truck.
is Hoist. Hoist. He was a green truck with the
Oh,
little.
Hoist, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that guy?
Little hooker, yeah. Okay, my number 4 came from the cartoon Mask, and it was the vehicle Hurricane, which was that '57 Chevy, that teal with all flamed out. Good looking toy when it was just like in car mode. Like you could just have like this little car on my shelf in my room, which was just cool '57 Chevy, but it turned into a fucking tank. Yeah, man, badass.
Yeah, man.
Billy, you still have your mask toys?
Oh, I think I might have that one somewhere. I don't think I have my
All
I
right.
think I had that one, Bill.
Listen,
I had that
Christmas,
too.
Christmas party this year. We got to play. All right. Find what you got.
Yeah,
Really, I think that guy, the guy with that came with that toy, I had that guy. So I must have had the car. I don't remember the car at all. I had that guy though.
yeah. He was the African American mask
Yeah.
guy who also had the orange pickup truck previous to the '57 Chevy, which was also one of my favorites.
My number 4. I mean, this is what 3 straight lists this guy has made. Optimus Prime. The vein of Nick's existence.
Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh gosh.
I'm guessing since Super Mario was very controversial, this is also going to be kind of on the
Sonic the Hedgehog.
controversial
You have
side.
Sonic the Hedgehog?
No, I'm going with wiffle ball and bat.
That's not controversial.
No? All right.
I mean, you weren't good. So I don't know why you got it. Why it's on your list.
What? Oh man.
Wow,
What,
dude.
you don't remember Eddie and I kicking the shit out of you and Billy in front of Billy's house? You don't remember that?
Yeah.
Let I
didn't-
wish where's EA? I need to call him.
We didn't play every fucking day of our lives with
Well,
right.
I'm saying you put
Like some parts of Edison they apparently did. We played with a tennis ball out on that cul-de-sac
Oh
with
yeah.
a real bat and a tennis ball. That's what
We played on a tennis court, a single tennis court, but we did tennis ball and wiffle ball bat, and obviously electrical tape all around the bat to make it a little bit heavier, a little bit stronger. But that's my number 3. Nick?
We played with a hard ball until we broke the tiers window. Then we had to switch to a tennis ball.
Oh, Jesus.
My number 3, Voltron. I only had 2 arms. So I mean,
Good enough.
close enough. but that was definitely my my number 3 there.
Gee, who saw that coming?
All right, my number 3 is another masked vehicle, and this time it's Rhino, which was the big Mack truck, the Mack truck that also basically turned into a tank. I mean, that just all kind of turned into a tank.
Everything was a
Save
tank.
some room and just said mask vehicles.
No, you gotta get
No,
specific. You
We're
can't.
oddly
I-
specific.
no.
I feel like you got to be specific.
Yeah.
That was my
And
last masked vehicle on my list.
My number 3 were those fucking WWF rubber
Oh,
figures, and man, and then they sold the
the
ring.
ring.
And then you got the ring and the fucking turnbuckle. The thing would, the post would always break, and it just sucked. No matter how much you crazy glued those things together, they would always break. However, Jeffrey Heller made his own ring. It was just the best. It was made of wood. It was so sturdy. It was and he had so many figures. It was great. We used to love going to Jeff's basement and playing.
What's
playing-
Jeffrey Heller up to these days?
I don't know. I'm on Facebook friends with him. His parents used to own the Swin bike shop in Metuchen.
Okay.
So I don't.
The one that is that the one that Dudley and Arnold went to?
Yes, the one that Dudley and Arnold went to.
Number 2 for me, we're going Star Wars, and we're going Millennium Falcon.
You had
With
a
the
fucking
half
Millennium
cover
Falcon.
that came off and
Wow.
the secret compartment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
All right. My number 2, I wrote Legos because I played with Legos a goddamn ton when I was a kid, and I don't remember any of the sets. I pretty much just every set I got maybe was put together for maybe a day, and then it was
And then it got
just-
taken apart.
I destroyed it and made it like whatever I want to make out of it. I just would make whatever. That was always my favorite thing, making little cars and racing them and shit. Legos.
You know who's the best Legoer I know? Ryan Harkness.
I knew it was gonna be Ryan. I knew you would say it.
He's spectacular.
He's good.
Ryan and Charlie put together. They'll probably
Yeah.
put together. Charlie's super good at those. two of
Ryan
them were
made
probably
friggin'
like
the
crazy
entrance to
shit.
the new freaking Guardians of the Galaxy ride out of Legos. I was
That's awesome.
stunned.
Awesome.
Kid's good. Kid's got some talent. He's very artistic, not autistic like Sidney Crosby, but artistic.
Bill?
So
That's
my,
what we
my
say,
number,
too, but our kids.
yeah, number 2 for me, I'm going back to G.I. Joe, the G.I. Joe universe again. And it's another plane. This is the G.I. Joe Sky Striker CP-14F, which is obviously the plane that was based on the military jet, the F-14 Tomahawk of Top Gun fame.
Tomcat?
So it's got those wings that you sweep back. Awesome, fucking awesome jet.
Best. My number 2 is Castle Gray Skull.
Mm.
The
Sky
whole
and the Sea,
set
man.
with the seat and the trap door and the thing, the whole thing, the mouth that opened. It was great. It was great.
Going very generic with number 1 for me. And it's G.I. Joe action figures. None of the vehicles, like I didn't need the vehicles. It's just the guys, all the figures. That's all I needed to have a good time.
Just
you
the
know what I'm
guys,
saying.
right? Just the guys.
Well,
All we needed is
Me
guys to have a
and
good
the
time.
boys hanging out, playing with each other's arms.
You go away, Scarlet. You're a girl.
That's right.
You're a redhead. Go away. Yuck.
So
Well-
that's my number 1. Just those things went everywhere.
Even you and I would have been good friends if we met earlier in life because
Yeah.
number
And
1.
now you just
was
fucking make fun
also-
of me all the time. Yeah, we would have
Maybe
been great
the-
fucking friends.
Oh, wow.
Actually.
Well, my number 1 also GI Joe action figures.
Nice.
That was my number 1.
I think it was
I,
Nick who
uh,
was saying G.I. Joe action figures.
It was the
Wow.
best. I still had them in high school. Like I had them
Yeah.
like every once in a while, I just like take them out. I'm like,
Just
it's the
in,
best.
yeah.
Yeah, and like it was funny. Tom, you mentioned the wrestlers. I had the wrestlers, the plastic ones, and I had the wrestling, the WWF, wrestling ring. But I didn't like playing with the wrestlers in there. I like the GI Joes in there. They were so much better.
It
They were like
was
more opposable and moves.
and the ratio was more accurate.
Yeah, it was great. It like seemed better. They were the best toy, and they've ruined it completely now. They're not articulate, and it's
Yeah,
like
no.
$20 for a goddamn plastic thing with like only bends at like the elbow, like
And
the
the arms don't.
arms.
Yeah.
There's no elbows, there's no knees. I don't understand them. It's bizarre to me, but those are the best toys.
Bill, which obscure cartoon are you going to go with now?
My number one, I would say, so my number one toy, there's a famous
Barbie's
story
Dreamhouse?
that Steve has
Oh,
about related to this toy,
Oh boy.
but I never really shared my story about this toy. But my number one is the Voltron 5-line set, the original Voltron 5-line metal set, which I got, which my mommy bought for me after I promised to take square dancing lessons and go to 100 dances with her. Which I think I did the lessons, and I think I actually went to something like 27 of them, and I was keeping count of them, and then I was just like, I'm in 6th fucking grade now, and I can't do this
Wait.
anymore.
were these dances once a week?
Oh, they're multiple times a week.
Oh, okay.
They could be multiple times a week in all sorts of places. My father was a square dance caller, so my mother needed a partner because he was up there
He was
telling
up
people
there
what to do.
telling people
So,
to do-si do.
Exactly. Voltron 5-line set.
27
Most awesome toy ever.
dances. So that could be, 3 dances a week. That's a good, more than 2 months right there.
Oh yeah, this stretched out for well over a year.
And the lessons. Wow.
What did Voltron cost back then?
$100.
Like $100.
What did it?
$100.
$100 in like 1980s dollars, which is like
Yeah.
$1,000
Oh, yeah.
toy now.
That's pretty good.
Wait, somebody check his math. Who checks his math? Fuck.
Spot on.
$1 million.
Like my number one kind of fits in with what everybody's been talking about, right? Mine, instead of the figures, mine were just a compilation of GI Joe airplanes. Again, it was right around the time of the Top Gun, and man, that I want that aircraft carrier that I never got. But the Conquest X-30, the Sky Striker that Billy was talking about, the big the stealth Cobra plane where the cockpit dropped out. I mean, they were just, I didn't have Cobra's airplane that you mentioned earlier, Bill, but I had the majority of them, and we used the kitchen table as the aircraft carrier, and me and my brother Chris would play GI Joe's, the airplanes, for hours, and it was just best time of my childhood.
Original Voltron, 22-inch, 5-lion set, mint in box,
Oof.
That's what I have.
$1,300
Oh,
on eBay.
No, I played the shit out of that thing.
the aircraft
Pieces
carrier. I don't
fell
think the
off.
aircraft carrier is that much money.
No, the aircraft carrier was more than that.
Are you sure? I thought it was.
Yeah, I
under
think so. Hang
1,000
on.
at one time.
So,
What's my Wayne Gretzky rookie card worth? Tops, not OPG.
$1,300, Bill. You can buy another Voltron.
Aircraft carrier, $2,000.
Ooh.
Wow.
I don't even have the planes anymore, so it really is.
That thing was gigantic. Like, I mean, see, I knew, and you know, did any of you have that aircraft carrier?
No.
The
Because
Penados
there's
is
one thing
dead.
that I noticed about kids who actually got that aircraft carrier,
Brett and
all
Todd
fucking
Penados.
assholes.
Oh,
Every fucking kid that ever had that aircraft carrier that I knew was a fucking asshole. It was uncanny.
Wayne Gretzky Tops rookie card, graded 1.5. So that's putrid. That's like
Oh,
you
God.
stuck it in your bike spokes and drove around to Middlesex Mall with it. $750.
whoa.
All right.
Wow.
I think mine's probably in slightly better shape than that. Some rounded
Even in
corners.
shitty condition.
A near mint 8 is 5,600.
What about a gem mint 10?
You don't find those.
I can't even slide my credit card through.
Priced highest first. The most expensive one. This is ludicrous. Graded a 9, 120,000.
What?
Yeah.
For
A
Gretzky?
card?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Wow.
Oh wait, no, that's Brent Gretzky. Sorry.
I
It
don't.
wasn't a Paulina. It's not a Paulina Gretzky.
Ooh,
I
that's a
don't
good card. You want
Yeah.
a rookie? A rookie card? Actually, that sounds terrible.
And now it's time for trivia with Bill. Yeah.
Now this is the wrong Bill.
Which player was suspended 25 games for a hit on Chicago's Marian Hossa during the 2012 Stanley Cup playoffs?
Todd Bertuzzi.
Claude Lemieux.
Todd Bertuzzi.
No, neither of them. Neither of them.
Bob Probert.
No, not Bob Probert.
Bob
Bob
Hope.
Probert retired before 2012.
Bob
Uh,
Hope.
Wayne,
Just trying to. Bob
Wayne
Hope.
Gretzky.
What? This didn't happen on the USO tour. What are you talking about, Bob Hope? No, not Bob Hope. What was your guess, Nick?
Wayne Gretzky.
Retired 1999. It did not happen in the 2012 playoff.
Brent
Didn't
Gretzky.
get suspended that many times as I remember. Either.
Eric
Brent Gretzky.
Lindros.
No, he had been knocked out by Scott Stevens earlier in that playoff season for the 45th time.
Motherfucker.
It was Sidney Crosby then.
Scott Stevens, he's the predecessor who taught Jacob Trouba.
Fuck you, motherfucker. What team did he play on?
Right?
How am
Did
I
it-
supposed to know? That's not the truth.
Didn't say in the question.
Well, it says he hit Chicago's Marian Hossa. But it
In
didn't
what
say-
round of the playoffs?
It doesn't say. I don't know.
I mean, these are the details
what
we
year-
need in
what
order to
year-
correctly guess.
What year was it?
2012.
2012.
Zach Parisi.
No.
Actually,
I just figured out. I actually don't know the answer to this myself. Although
You have,
I was looking
have
up
the
multiple
answer
choice.
right in front of you.
Yeah, I do now.
Do you
So-
not know how to
So I
pronounce
know
the
who it is
name?
now.
Is it-
Ilya Kovalchuk.
No, that he got suspended for signing dirty contracts with New Jersey.
That's bullshit. Fucking ridiculous. Talk about enforcing the rules all haphazardly.
it was Donald Brashear.
It was not. That's a good guess.
Oh, right. I know
Oh.
why. By the way, this game is 7-5, and there's still
7-5,
10
right.
minutes left in the third period.
Unbelievable.
Ty Domi. Did we say Ty Domi?
We
Not
didn't
Ty
say
Domi, not Max Domi, nobody, none of the Domis.
Claude Vilgrain.
No,
Bryce Salvador.
devil it. You just name a devil's name. No,
Was he an LA King?
I don't know.
Well, you don't
Oh.
know.
I had the same thought you did.
Christ.
How do you not
Marty,
know?
you were
I'm
going to
telling
say
you
Marty
teams.
McSorley,
I don't know
right?
the team he was.
No, I definitely didn't think it was Martin McSorley. I was thinking maybe like Dustin Brown or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember Dustin Brown doing that and getting
No.
because he raised the cup. So it
It
wouldn't
was
have
not
been him.
Dustin Brown.
Oh, what's his name?
Henrik Sedin.
Was it Rutu?
All right.
Mm.
It's a
Multiple choices.
choices. Okay. Multiple choice answer A, Rafi Torres. B, Martin Hanzal. C, Keith Yandel. D, Rostislav Klasia.
It's A. It's Ravi Torres.
It's Rafi Torres. Bingo. All right.
I'm gonna say it's Rafi Torres.
Oh, you're
That's
also
a clean
correct
sweep,
now.
baby. That's a clean sweep. We knew that one.
Woo!
The Sharks? Was he with the Sharks when he did that? I think
You're
it
not
was.
asking me, are you?
That's rhetorical.
And now it's time for impressions with Nick.
Fucking great. We got a call. Call one.
No, we're not. No, we don't.
Wait, you want me
No.
to? Hold on.
No, we don't.
Wait,
They
hold on.
lost.
No, I have to tune in the CB. Hang on. Oh, there it is. Are you there? Hello?
Hey y'all.
Hey, Randy.
Randy.
Hey fellas. How y'all doing tonight?
I listen, Randy, I'm doing very well. How are you doing, buddy?
Well, I'm
Well,
feeling a
I'm
little
fine
hurt in
because
the
I really
game,
don't
but-
like hockey to begin with because I'm a
Oh, Here we
redneck.
go. Here we go. Thank you, Stephen, for your input. I really appreciate it.
Steve, didn't you say you were going to be nice to him?
No, that was last week. Fuck that.
Oh, Jesus.
Ken, you were so nice to
Carryover.
him last week.
All of 4
Well-
seconds.
Fellas, my time is short tonight. We're going on the road on a trip around the country. And so I wanted to let y'all know I'll be back probably later in the year. Hopefully be back for the beginning of the season, some predictions. I'd love to call in and tell you mine when the time is right.
Don't
Right
rush
now,
back
we'd
on
love to
our
have you
account.
We can't wait to have you, Randy.
Oh, we cannot wait. We
Of
love it.
course. I really appreciate all y'all. Even
You going to the
Steven
Grand
sometimes.
Canyon?
I think we're gonna try and
Good.
stop
Fall
there.
off.
Rhonda may give me a push. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'll survive.
Hopefully you ride the donkeys down like the Brady Bunch did.
Well, Randy, why don't you give us some closing thoughts on the hurricane season?
Well, season was real good. We had a great team. I think we had 116 points in the regular season, if I remember correctly.
Franchise record.
It was a good team. It was the year, but we ran into a team that was very much meant for destiny. It may or may not have made a deal with the devil, but they won. They beat us fair and square. So I have to put my hat off to you, Tom. We went being on the
Stupid
team
fucking tipping a
going
cowboy
to
hat is
the
the most
conference.
ridiculous thing.
finals. I hope they win. Hope they take the whole thing for themselves because
Me too.
I hate to lose to a team that didn't win the cup. So that's all I
Right.
want to say.
Randy's pulling for the Rangers.
He's a nice guy.
Fuck him.
Well, Steven, I'll be praying for you very much
Yeah, do
during our
that.
road trip.
Do that.
I'll be sure to try some of your famed pumpernickel bagels around the country and see how they taste because I've never had one.
I hope you
Certainly-
fall off into the ocean when you're driving
It
along
certainly
the San
sounds
Andreas
good.
Fault.
And I'll attempt to
What?
try that concoction you call a Coke Zero. It seems like a loser drink to me, but I'll give it a try, I guess.
I've got so many
Hey.
questions about geography right now.
Anyhow, I just wanted to call in and give you guys a quick farewell
Is
for a
this
little bit.
San Andreas
It
Fault
was
not still in the
a great
United States?
time. I enjoyed my time with you guys so much.
No?
But I'll be incognito for a while. So
Great. Okay.
Y'all have
Thanks
a
for
great
swinging by,
time.
Randy. Appreciate it.
enjoy your
Bye-bye.
summer. And Stephen, I'll be certainly praying for your soul.
Much appreciated, Randy.
Please.
Thank you very much.
See you later, guys.
Take care, Randy. Thanks for
Ciao.
stopping by again.
I'm not religious, but those are prayers that'll be well received
No doubt.
and needed.
And Randy, you and Rhonda, be careful on your journey across the country. Watch out for the
Godspeed.
Yankees.
Is the San Andreas Fault? Is that not the one in California?
It is, but it's like in the mountains, dude.
It's you don't
It's
fall off
nowhere
the fault
near
into the ocean.
No,
It's,
I'm just
you know,
saying. I wish he was on the San Andreas Fault when the big earthquake hit and he fell off into the ocean. Right? Isn't that what's going to fucking happen at some point?
Sure. If you say so, I'm sure
Okay.
that's true.
All right, let's before we get out of hand with more geography stuff, let's go this date.
Fucking not say we did.
Oh, that feels better.
This one's going to bring us to the year of our Lord 2010.
Great.
2010.
What day?
Please go to June 22nd.
Fine. I'm there. 22nd. I had a donut, peanut butter and jelly, 20-ounce Coke, and a Kit Kat for lunch. KFC 2-piece dark meat for dinner with a can of Coke and 2 biscuits. Why did you pick the 22nd of June? Tuesday. Go.
Wow, that was really.
I don't like the way I'm being
That was
treated tonight.
efficient, huh?
I don't like the way I'm being treated tonight.
Really uninspiring.
Wow.
Well, if he,
And Tom, and you got to sleep with him.
oh,
Yeah, really.
Jeez.
This was the second greatest day in NHL history, as this was the day that Scott Niedermayer announced his retirement from the NHL.
See, and you wonder why I'm in a bad mood. This guy does this to fucking be hurtful.
What are you talking about? It was a great day. He was a good hockey player. I was happy to see him now not be in the fucking league
He
anymore.
was a good hockey player.
Yeah, he was all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone's not snuggling tonight.
Oh, we're gonna snuggle. Come here, baby. Come here. Knock
Fuck
3
you.
times. Knock 3 times on the ceiling. If you want me. Twice on the pipe. Ding, ding.
He's gonna come upstairs and be like, "Why is there a sock on your on the door?" And like, go away.
Did anybody
Fine.
think Edmonton was going to be this competitive? It's 7-6 now.
Is it really? Come
Yeah.
on, you're joking.
Paused it.
Just under 7.5 minutes left.
Oh crap! You're right. Holy mackerel.
I know. Of all the things I could lie about, I wouldn't lie about the score of a Colorado Edmonton game.
How many points?
On my TV, it's 2-0 right now. Are you saying that these goals are coming tonight?
Shit. All right.
We have no reviews, unfortunately, and we have taken a hit, boys. We are now number 40 in the United Arab Emirates. in
What?
hockey podcast. Number 40.
We dropped
Down 13
13
spots.
spots.
13 spots. Let's hope we can get it back up.
God damn it.
Steve,
Praise Allah.
can you find out from the marketing department if that girl bartender followed us on Twitter or made any attempt to get in contact with us?
We
Yeah.
have we have no new followers. We got no mentions this week. This girl doesn't exist.
No, Ren.
Figuring with a
She
name
must have-
like Ren, it's such a generic name. Of course she doesn't
Yes.
exist. He totally made her up. Hope she's having fun up in Niagara Falls now.
Of course he
Atlantic
made
City.
her up.
No, she's in the Niagara Falls area.
Well, don't forget to go on the Twitter and follow us on our Twitter account at friends_arrivals. Give us a review, most notably on Apple Podcasts. We will read them on the air if you want us to. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an episode of the Friends and Rivals podcast. Billy, say something witty.
Trouba is a piece of shit. What's up?
Oh,